It's another run here for Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. That is Zach Sealer. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. Back deep is Darius Davis. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards on the game.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot.
And he's in! Touchdown, Dolphins!
Touchdown.
But I think these guys are ready for week 1 to get started. I mean, we see teams kind of limp their way into the regular season, and they don't find their form until a couple weeks in, but they didn't play a ton in the preseason, but that's 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and let's all say, what the heck does the preseason even mean?
13. Colts nothing.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Colts. Greg, they're just kind of in the middle. They're 8-9 last year, behind Houston a couple of games in the division. The last few years, it felt like, well, Indy's got a chance, but they just don't have enough guys to get to that next level. It's an important season for the Colts all the way around.
It is, and you mentioned the 8-9 record, Mike, and what really concerns me is not necessarily the record, but you always have to look at the context. You're 8-9, but in a division that's, let's be honest, it's not the strongest division in the league. So as that division continues to get better, does Houston get back to the way from a couple years ago? And all of a sudden now, there's a lot less wins on the schedule. So Anthony Richardson, does he now step up and really be the franchise quarterback he was drafted to be? Is it Daniel Jones? Does he kind of have a rebirth now in this Shane Steichen offense and kind of capture some of the magic we saw at times with the Giants? So I think there's a lot of unanswered questions, but this is a big year for this Colts team. Take advantage of a down division, win the division, compete for the division, and I think they'll quiet down some of the concern around Indianapolis.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A gain there of 20. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Colts, 1st down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. Not much happening there, just a short game.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Third and 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Off the play fake, here's Daniel. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Indy.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. You know, quarterbacks, new coaching staff, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organizations.
Absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission.
And he's in! Darius Davis. Touchdown, Miami. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put? Kyren Williams to the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Colts are back within 6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Dolphins offense and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Quinnen Williams there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. 2 minutes to play in this first half. Why don't we check in with Scott Hanson on his first full Sunday of work on our team to find out what's coming up at halftime. Scott.
And what a first day of work it's been, Mike. Coming up.
Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Miami. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The kick by Lux is good. And the Dolphins tag on one more to their lead.
Yeah, really with it. I should probably stop it here, boy, because I got all that hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense, running back Kyren Williams, ready to go once more. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off and I can give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, "Oh, well, just get a stop." Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field a lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow.
A big hole, and he will go all the way. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Indianapolis. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He's got it, and the Colts are back within 6. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return, here comes Davis. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Dolphins offense and receiver Teneroa McMillan set to take over once again. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
They go play action for Lawrence. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Red on red. Hey, Soko, sink right. Go.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Open man there, it is Bourne. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. Gain of 13 as they convert by a good 3 yards on that fourth and long. Lawrence now. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. A first down throw for Lawrence. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards. Second down, they need 3.
Second and 3.
11, Agate. Hey, Lion. Son, hey, gun. Hey. Read the alert. Go, street. Go, let's go.
Lawrence Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And the Dolphin first down.
Take right open. Here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Dolphins going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day. The debut.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. He's healthy. He's a big weapon. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Colts first down.
10 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll get about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Come on. Set. 70, go.
They'll go again here with Williams. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Jack Panther.
Daniels going to keep this himself. And nice work there. Going to the slide. Gain about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Hey.
On the option, here's Williams. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They're down and 3.
Check, check.
On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
It's a gain of
Pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up first and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And a good job there of hemming him in. They get it to the 8-yard line. Here now, second down and goal.
the 8-yard line.
Now Daniels. No chance at all. He'll go down.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on third and goal, following that second down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Liking 8.
Third and goal. It's Daniels. Flush to his right. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Colts are back within a score. They trail now by 6. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Red on red. Hey, Denver, easy.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll push forward for about a yard. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
11 Haggett. Hey, Ron. Hey, kill.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here's the 24. Darn, they said hot. Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it's going to be third down.
Yards to go.
Hey.
To throw is Lawrence. That caught by Davis. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Gun. On red. Gun, they said hot.
Lawrence. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Tackled at the 27.
Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
Second and 6.
Sink right.
Second down, Lawrence. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And 6 yards.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
11.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Moving to his right. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and
Walker. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
on the play.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Dolphins. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kick by Lutz is good. The Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with first and 10.
Come on.
They'll throw with Daniels. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing again, Daniel. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's a loss of 3.
Here's second down.
Brings up second and 13 at the 21-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw is Daniels. Pushed out to his left. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Colts. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
37. 31.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is Strong. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Dolphins offense ready to take over possession of the football. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But one first down will essentially end the game.
Decent 24. Hey, kill.
Now Walker into the secondary, past the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
13, move. On red. This is
Now whistles here and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front.
red, 23.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Let's go. Hey, go.
They'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Hey, 30 left. Here we go.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fair catch taken here. And it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
Their own 15-yard
Here's
line.
first and 10.
Let's go now. Hop, step.
Throwing now. Daniel. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
First down.
Here's first
and 10
down.
at the 26-yard line.
Here's Daniel. He's going to keep it himself.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. And sometimes, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
He'll take off again. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Final minute, one timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. And he'll spike it here and stop it with 45 seconds to go. Daniels to throw, and the rush gets there. Down he goes. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long.
6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
Throwing is Daniels. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's gonna bring up a 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his...
I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Dolphins are right back in this one.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Finds room inside the 40. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Hey, Real.
Here's Lawrence.
Hey, so after I play the computer or whatever, do I just put the whole clip in the chat?
The try for
Or do you not?
is unsuccessful.
Okay,
The kickoff
cool.
team out there
All right.
one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken
Hey,
down
Curtis.
right at the 29-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. And they just took a timeout. 2 seconds to go. This one's decided.
Chilling.
He needed to take the timeout, but take it with him.
A little bit.
He's gonna
Sometimes I be getting down on there.
for Hopkins. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And
Let's
that
get
will
it.
do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
That's the truth. They're very comfy right now. he does that. That's him.